Hey, Cooter.
Joe!
Check this out. There's anywhere but here, man, on this here podcast.
Oh, I like me some podcasts, man.
What y'all talking about?
We're talking about anywhere but here.
What's anywhere but here? Anywhere but here in Mississippi?
No, man, anywhere but here over in England.
Hey, we ain't in England.
I know, but that's where the England's from.
What?
Hey, Cletus, remember when we went and saw that movie about the wars in the stars and they had like lightsabers and stuff like that? Well, these people here talk about things we like.
Really?
I guarantee.
Well, hot diggity damn. What we waiting for?
Anywhere but here podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Anywhere But Here, episode 89. I am Tom.
And I am Ant.
And you can find us at abhpod.com.
You can.
Fucking hell. Where there is an Amazon banner. It's coming up to Christmas. All the shops have got the Christmas stuff in.
Yeah.
Even before the Halloween stuff.
But forget them, Amazon have got Christmas stuff in.
Exactly. And that's where you should go, abhpod.com. Click on the right-hand side of the screen, go through to Amazon, do your Christmas shopping. You know the drill. You were here last year.
Yeah.
Unless you weren't. Welcome.
But they did it last year and it really did help us. There was
It
a last
did.
minute kick in at Christmas and
Yes.
it was brilliant. Yes, so you can do that for us. You can find us if you want to interact with us. You can find us at ABHpod on Twitter.
You can, where you can comment up to 140 characters.
Yeah, or retweet us and favourite us and stuff like that.
If you would like to interact with us in more than 140 characters, then head over to Facebook, where you can find us at facebook.com/abhpod.
Yeah, and click the like button so you get the updates in your timeline. If you want to interact with us in more characters but anonymously,
Yes.
you can do so at abhpod@gmail.com. You can send us emails. We've been asking for emails for a special episode we're planning.
Yes, which...
Yeah.
which may or may not be being recorded today. We're not
Yeah,
sure yet.
we're
We're
not
not
sure
sure.
yet.
So there's still time if you're hearing this. If you email us at the address that Ant has just mentioned, with your with what your dream job was as a child, what you wanted to be when you grew up, or even now.
Yeah, if your idea of a dream job has changed, and let us know if you've ever done anything to kind of help with that dream. If you've achieved that dream, really. And
let us know, because we've had a couple of fairly good.
Or if you just turn around and went, no, I'm never going to be a dog. So what's the point in trying?
It's just it's never going to happen.
Because every kid wants to be something silly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And also, favourite and least favourite jobs, perhaps.
Yeah,
and let us know
anecdotes.
as well if you want us to use your name or not.
Yeah, that is
obviously
important.
That's going to be a major factor if you're still at the employment at which you're
Good point.
talking
Very
about.
good point.
No one, they're all looking at the internet nowadays.
Yes, and once we do record that episode and it goes out on our stream, you will be able to find that episode over on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts,
Podcast Land.
Podcast Land, and go to those respective places and click subscribe so they show up automatically.
You can also watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/abhpodcast.
Yes.
Where you can see us do the show.
Yeah.
And barely reference that there's a camera there.
Yeah, we've been looking to kind of keep
We
dancing
try.
up every so often.
But it takes the focus away
Oh,
from
well.
the microphone. So
Wow.
we've been off for a couple of weeks, so there's quite a bit to get through. There's quite a lot has happened in the last couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah,
All that
because
I've
we
noticed.
released the Man vs. Nature episode last
We
week,
did,
which
yes.
was the disasters episode that we've been hinting at for weeks,
Yes.
saying it's coming out. We're going to do some
coming.
proper research, and I'm sure you
Yeah.
can tell we did our research.
Yeah, it wasn't just us reading out a list of figures and
Nope.
dates. Nope.
No,
Okay.
no, we wouldn't do anything like that.
But we've had more contact about T-shirts. 'Cause
Yes.
we've been saying about maybe producing a T-shirt, or perhaps even a range. Who knows? Depending on.
Maybe different colours other than red. There is an
let's not
option.
go
It is an
mental.
option. You
Let's
can use
not
the
go
same
mental.
design, different colour T-shirt. But it's red's our colour, isn't it?
It is, yeah, which is why we initially said that
Just
red
because
was
we
the only
went,
colour to get it in.
oh, that theme looks nice for our website, and it's red.
Yeah.
So that's why red.
Yeah, there's no deeper meaning than that. It
wasn't a conscious choice. It was just that'll do.
That'll do, yeah.
But hey, we've had Stephen from because we said we've got some graphical design artists, and Stephen does a bit of freelance graphic design, doesn't he?
He does, yes. He
so-
got the hint.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't just at him.
No, I know.
I know Stan from Nerd Church is a marketing. I think.
Yeah.
Not marketing. He does graphic design as well. In his job. We're not actually sure what it is, but he does all the artwork for Nerdchurch. So it was kind of hinted at those people. Anyone who's artistically inclined, please help us out here. Yeah. And Stephen pretty much sent us 4 designs.
4 or 5,
and they were around the sort of idea I had in my head, except I couldn't go, how can I make this look good on a t-shirt? And he sent the designs. I was like, they're really good. They're kind of perfect, but there's just slight tweaking, because I don't want to hint at what he did, but they're really good designs, and they were like, yes, that is what I wanted.
Yeah.
I've just had an idea.
They were outside the box slightly from what I was thinking. So, but
they're really good, and I was like, that's giving me a good idea.
So thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, so I've just been now looking at YouTube and tutorials on how to do sort of vector artwork. So I will be working on it this week.
I was going to say, it's a lot of...
It's a lot of work. It's not as easy as it looks. I could just get a circle and click and drag like you used to do in Microsoft Paint, and it would be all right, but it's not. No, it doesn't work like that.
That's how Corky used to design all the high frequency stuff when we were in the band.
And they must have spent hours on those, because they were pretty good.
They were.
So yeah, thanks for that, Stephen. I mean, if anyone else has got any ideas of what they'd want on a t-shirt, let us know and we'll steal with the idea. Have it as our new artwork.
This is true.
So brilliant work. And he did that in the time it took me just to mock up a base t-shirt to put the design on. Like in this software that I've been using, it's GIMP. It's a freeware paint program. It's the time it took me just to do the t-shirt. He sent us 4 designs for a t-shirt over. Fine. It was within days of the episode being released.
True, it was. It was
Fantastic.
Good work. Very good work indeed.
Yeah, so he wants a t-shirt. Robbie wants a t-shirt.
Jake
wants a t-shirt. And I realised I sounded like an arsehole when I said Jake looks like 3 t-shirts. I sounded like a bit of an arsehole. I did follow it up with But Don't We All?
Yeah.
But I sounded like an arsehole. So I do apologise, Jake. And he said he will pay for one, which I wasn't like... I didn't realistically think he'd want us to send one for free.
You were making him out to be a bit of a thrifty.
Yeah, it sounded like a bit of an arsehole, I realised. I do apologise. I do that quite a lot without thinking about it. Words just fall out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like they are now. Stop me.
I think we're all guilty of something like that in the past. It's all okay. No one really takes offence to anything.
No. So.
So yes. Stuff and things. In the last couple of weeks, there have been many news reports about gigantic spiders coming to invade all of our homes, apparently because of our very mild summer and long summer.
It's still going.
It's still going, yeah. It's colder.
It's cold today.
Yeah,
it's still really sunny.
Really sunny. We haven't had, torrential downpours or anything.
I don't understand how mild summer equals big spiders.
Apparently it's to do with the fact that there are more insects about, so they eat more, then they get bigger.
But I've never seen spiders that look like these spiders before.
No, neither have I. However, both friends of you and I have found these horrendous looking things.
Someone said they're called tunnel spiders.
Yeah,
they kind of live in a web like a funnel web spider.
Yeah,
so
but they're not funnel webs.
But they're not funnel webs because that would be terrifying. Even for me, who's not scared of spiders, that would scare me.
Yeah, that's that.
I say I'm not scared of spiders.
Right?
They like when deadly. I think.
Yeah. See, I don't know the difference. It's just spider. Spider is the thing that does
is bad. But like even these spiders, like they're the ones that when I put a glass over them and then they scurry, it makes me go.
Yeah. As I've said, it is the movement of the thing rather than...
It's the size of like seeing... When little ones do it, I'm just like, you can't see the movement, but these big ones, you can see the movement.
Yeah.
And this new one, this tunnel spider, it looks like a beetle.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of glossy black.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's got pointy, stabby legs. They're weird.
Yeah. When our friend Julie posted those pictures up of the one that was out the back of her house, I was afraid for her.
It was like, nope.
Nope. And not good.
Yeah,
but apparently it's a thing. We're going to be invaded by gigantic spiders.
But they're not poisonous again.
No.
It's England. We are lucky not to get poisonous spiders unless they come in a crate of bananas. Which they do.
Yeah, there's
apparently.
always that urban legend about black widows hiding in bananas.
Is it true?
I don't know.
We should get... But actually there is one recently about black widows being in American supermarkets in the bananas. There was a story about that because the Black Widow is the one with the red hourglass on their back, isn't it? On the abdomen? No.
Thorax,
yeah.
isn't it? I don't know. The big bulbous bit at the end.
Yeah, here we go. ABH, technically correct.
I have heard about massive spiders coming out of crates of fruit from foreign lands.
Yes.
Like, I'm pretty sure early on in our run there was a...
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, even working in retail like we both did, when you get the pallets of stock that come into the warehouse, there's always squashed bugs that are just alien-looking things.
Yeah.
And I get that where I am now. Like, you see gigantic moths just squashed.
Where they've been vacuum packed.
Where the material... Well, we get this material, it comes from Germany. I don't know if they have big spiders or big giant insects, but basically it's this material that we make into the vinyl that goes onto the doors, and obviously when they're making it, it spins quickly onto a roll, onto a spool. So obviously these moths land and go and just get taken, and they're just flat. Or they end up getting in the vacuum forming machine when I'm forming and just... dead. But if you don't like spiders, as Tom doesn't...
No, I don't.
Yeah,
that's
as
right.
Tom doesn't. Yeah, that sounded wrong as it was coming out. Probably the way I said it. 9 natural ways to keep spiders out of your home.
Natural.
Back to the lists.
Yay!
Yeah, no chemicals, no cans of Raid and lighters. I think that was how Sean got rid of his Black Widow in his mailbox, wasn't it?
We surely don't want to kill the spiders, do we?
No. I don't like killing insects.
It's one less spider to worry
but my
about.
mum's had one of those big giant black ones, the tunnel spider, at her house, and her other half said, yeah, you just trod on it. It was like crunch. But yeah, you can mint them out. Spiders hate peppermint. Most people don't. An easy way to keep spiders from invading your space is to fill a spray bottle with peppermint essential oil and water and then spray it around your home. Plus, your home will smell great if you like the smell of peppermint.
That's true. Peppermint's a nice smell.
Clean it up. To clean your home.
Oh. Okay. So do spiders live off dust? Or is it the dust mites that they eat? Or
it's the best way to keep spiders from moving in. Regular vacuuming, dusting and decluttering will keep any insects from making themselves at home. I suppose the decluttering, because if it's cluttered, it gives the spider a place to
hide,
make the web.
Yeah.
To string the web across.
I suppose.
To catch the flies.
Yeah.
So yeah, always vacuum the corners, which we generally do anyway, because
we tend to get them up in here.
Although it's nearly Halloween, so you need cobwebs in the corners, really, don't you?
Just for that effect.
Vinegar.
Okay.
Has about 5 trillion uses around the house.
5 trillion.
Yeah, not sure though. Repelling spiders is one of them. Natural village naturallivingideas.com. Repelling spiders with vinegar is much like repelling them with peppermint oil. It's like those smells. Okay. So I imagine somewhere on this list is citrus as well.
Yeah,
citrus does the trick.
Candles and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't let them in.
Well, yeah, that's really, thanks.
So keep your doors closed, your windows closed, keep your vents locked up, no fresh air, never go
outside. Live in a hermetically sealed
Make sure the exterior of your home is free from leaves, grass, glass clippings, wood piles or any other notorious spider hangouts. So like in the autumn when they come around, get rid of the leaves and stuff, rake them regularly. Enlist the help of a furry friend. So like I said, cats. I think I said that the other week. Cats, because they eat them. Our cats don't. They just watch them and then run away if they get close. Cedar.
Cats.
Cedar wood, apparently. Cedar mulch out around the perimeter of your home. So get loads of cedar mulch and just spread it around the outside of your home.
Okay.
Chestnuts, which we call conkers. Put them on your window ledges, window sills. Yeah. I don't understand that. And tobacco. So it seems like anything with sort of the strong smell or a woody smell.
Yeah, that seems to...
Despite the fact that spiders like to live in wood piles, but mulched up wood. So tobacco is kind of like mulched up.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Plants, isn't it? Yeah. So there's a few ideas for you, Tom, if you don't like the spiders.
Yeah, I'll be employing all of them at the same time.
You walk into your house, it's going to smell like citronella.
Vinegar,
mulched up cedar wood.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's gonna be mint. A new carpet. I will.
Your kitchen's gonna smell like mint. Your living room's gonna smell like cedar wood. Yeah.
I reckon it'll work.
Yeah.
Theme the rooms.
Have you had any indoors?
No, I haven't seen them. We have had spiders in the past.
Yeah.
But
not
they
recently.
Go outside. Yeah, certainly none of these massive monster spiders that people have been complaining about, like terrorizing their houses.
Yeah, no, we've had fairly big ones. I mean,
Yeah.
50 pence, just over
Yeah.
50 pence, which is, I don't know, for reference for like foreign listeners,
Quarters.
international listeners. I don't know. A quarter's that big?
Yeah, they're quite
Really?
large, yeah.
Which is weird. But yeah, so quite fair-sized ones, but
I've noticed a lot more in the trees.
big enough that you can see the hairs on their legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Keep going. Just keep going. I've noticed that there are more on the trees and hedges around this area, though. There's loads, but I don't know whether that's because I'm more aware of them because of the scaremongering that the newspapers are doing, or
you're looking out for them.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had one for about 2 or 3 weeks that's been living outside our front door. It's kind of made a web from the hanging basket down to our bin, a wheelie bin. And it's like a massive, it's a big space. You've seen him.
Yeah.
You've seen him. And I'd done it the other day where he was on the web. And then I spun the hanging basket to snap the web. So it fell onto the bin. Because normally when we do it, he's in the hanging basket when we get rid of the web. So he just makes it again.
Yeah.
So this time I spun it and cut the web, and he was on the wheelie bin. I was going to pick him up and chuck him. And Liz had a go. Liz, who's terrified of spiders, Chloe, who's terrified of spiders, told me off.
Oh. What, because you're being mean? You're destroying his home?
Because, yeah, so she was like, put him back. So I put him back and he's there again.
Okay.
I think because he's been there and he hasn't done anything, he hasn't killed Liz or Chloe yet. I think that's why they're okay with it.
Snuck in under the dark of night.
It really
to terrorise
confused me. I don't understand. I was like, fine, I'll put him back then. But when he landed on the bin, it was like a proper donk sort of noise.
Yeah.
So he has some heft to him.
That's not nice.
No, but
As I've
people that were
discussed
terrified
before,
of spiders told me to
seem
put him back.
Fair enough. It's on their head, be it then.
They don't like cruelty for no reason.
No.
Yeah, so
No, they can.
Chloe's a very caring child. Liz is quite caring as well. So, like, she's the sort of person, if like in the winter, if she sees a homeless person, she will go and buy him a coffee or a hot chocolate. She won't just go and buy it. She'll ask him what he wants first.
Right.
And if they say, "Oh, can I just have the money?" She's like, "Nope," and walks off.
No, you can have a latte.
You can have a drink. I will buy you a sandwich or a hot roll or something. I'm not giving you money.
Well, that's
because you'll go and spend it on crap that doesn't help.
Yeah. Which, yeah,
So,
it's a very conscientious thing to do.
yes.
It's good girl, you're Liz.
So there you go. Tom brought up spiders, and I'm sure he's regretting it now.
Yeah. No, it's all right. There are none in
He
here.
keeps looking at the corners of the room.
I know that there are none in here. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep telling myself.
He's on edge.
Yeah. Anything scurrying now, like the dog's gonna set me off.
Oh dear.
Oh,
yeah,
dear
spiders
Lord.
aren't very nice.
No.
I understand. Like when they get to a certain size, it does creep me out as well. So
Something else that's not very nice. Josie Cunningham's back. This
our
time.
favourite lady.
Yeah, one of our very favourites. Yeah, she came back this week. Josie Cunningham's shock. Boyfriend turns out not to be a Premier League footballer and sends her into early labour. Now, we're remembering that this is probably the child that she was going to get aborted to go on Big Brother.
No, it's premature.
And then was going to sell tickets to the birth.
Oh,
and then
God, I
apparently
forgot about that one.
Yeah. And then there was something about actually selling the child itself. I'm pretty sure I've read something about that somewhere.
Well,
I'm not gonna put that.
No,
out there as
that's
fact.
that's one of those.
Alleged because I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she'd sink that low. However, it seems that she's been dating this guy for a while.
Her face looks like it's made out of marshmallow there.
Really does. This
Cabbage
guy
Patch
called Curtis Davies.
Yes.
And he claimed that he was a Premier League footballer. I don't know.
Can we look at the important thing here just for a second?
Sorry.
Josie Cunningham's got a boyfriend.
Yeah, I know. And he has fathered a child with her, which means that he had to touch her in ways that I'm unwilling to think of.
Yeah.
Controversial mum of two has learned the shocking revelation 18 months into a relationship with the con man, and it sent her into early labour. She took to Twitter to reveal that she has been duped by the man she's been sleeping with, having learned he's not, in fact, the captain of Hull City football team. People close to Josie had tried to make her see her man was not who he said he was, but despite pleas from her family, manager, and even a Google image search, she could not be convinced.
What?
So
Google
many
image
people
search,
being
that
like,
proper fact engine.
yeah, and close friends, her manager.
Yeah.
She has a manager.
Everyone said,
Everyone's-
look, here's the whole city club, the roster, the team
Curtis
sheet.
Davies does exist, but that is not the man that you're sleeping with.
Oh, so that's not even the guy's real name?
No.
Sorry, I thought that was his name.
No, that is the
and he
name
said,
of the footballer.
That's the name of the whole city captain.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, now...
Yeah. He's a real person.
What?
This guy's
So Google
pretending
image
to
search
be
makes
him.
sense now.
Yeah.
To me.
Finally, the penny has dropped after he tweeted he tweeted her from an unverified account.
Well, there you go. It wasn't verified. So.
Exactly. She posted her mistake in a series of tweets, and here we go.
That's more than 140
Yeah,
characters.
I don't understand how this has happened, but almost 4 a.m. and I'm wide awake, feel so dirty, ashamed, and devastated.
As you should.
Before I
For
explain
a number
why,
of reasons.
Before I explain why, I have no doubt that people will think I'm lying, but I'll upload some proof that I've been completely manipulated by a man for the past 18 months, pretending to be a Premiership footballer.
No.
I feel physically sick having to admit I was fooled by him and had sex with someone who simply looked like and claimed to be someone he wasn't. I mean, that just goes to show the vacuous slagness of this girl, that it doesn't matter as long as they look a bit like someone and claim to be, in fact, a Premiership footballer.
Yeah.
That's all it takes for her to spread her legs.
Now, playing devil's advocate, yeah, she was lied to for 18 months, which can't be easy. Mm-hmm. Like, it probably is horrible.
Yeah.
For anyone.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, is she upset that she was lied to for 18 months, or is she upset that he's not Premiership footballer?
Sounds to me like it's because he's not a Premiership footballer, and
First, and then the lying second.
Yeah. Back in April last year, I received a message from a guy who I believed was Curtis Davies, the captain of Hull Football Club. Over the past 18 months, I've believed this to be true. I've had sex with him, I've stayed in hotels with him, and I've poured my heart out to him. Back in May last year, my manager told me that he thought the guy could be lying, but I refused to believe it and foolishly have got angry every time since he has tried to suggest it.
So every time the manager said he's not him, he's lying,
isn't.
That's pissed her off.
Yeah, because she's head over heels in love with a footballer.
It isn't the best. She didn't put it in the best way. It's a bit confusing, but
I was told to ask him to tweet me from his Twitter account, which he agreed to do. When I received the tweet, it was from a new account and with no followers, which concerned me. She's not very good at
with no followers,
punctuation.
comma, which concerned me, comma.
When I asked why it was not from the verified account, I was told it was because I had a bad rep and could damage his career. So this guy is like so concerned with his own career that the girlfriend
why
that he's
did you set up a new
with,
account and not tweet me?
because you're a dirty
whore.
slag and I don't want to be associated with you.
Oh my God.
I believed him and carried on sleeping with him.
Well, yeah, but he's a Premiership footballer, Tom. You're
Oh,
missing the important point here.
I'm missing all the important
You've got to put yourself in her mind.
Yeah,
here.
good point.
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
you've got to dumb yourself down.
I will tweet a pic from May 2013 showing that tweet. Now, people may think I've planned this, but no disrespect to the real Curtis, I would have chosen someone who the public would know, or a team known for their Premiership, like Chelsea or Man United, etc.
Hang on, what?
Yeah, I'm editing as I'm going along.
No, I'm
here.
trying to figure out what that means.
Basically, no disrespect to the
if she
actual Curtis, but if she was really going for someone, she wouldn't lie about it. Like,
if she was going for someone because of their status, she would have gone for someone from Chelsea and United.
yeah, because they blatantly would have.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm sure Wayne Rooney definitely would have, but you know,
Yeah, well, no.
doesn't seem to have any standards.
She's a
does he?
prostitute. She was a prostitute.
Precisely. Yeah.
Look, was she? Allegedly.
Escort, prostitute,
yeah.
Potato. Also, the tweet was way before I got pregnant in May last year. So she got this tweet off an unverified account. He told her it was because of her reputation, yet she still had a baby with him.
Yep.
Even though he's ashamed, the real Curtis
Doesn't want his reputation to be tarnished.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like, you're literally doing it for a trophy, aren't you? At that point?
Well, no, because then it would be someone from Chelsea or United.
Well, yeah, no, this is it. Yeah, she totally doesn't
Just
bother.
fucking go around in circles.
I'm sure many of you would agree. I wouldn't be clever enough to set this up 18 months in advance. That is true.
Well done. Yes. She said something I agree with.
Oh my god, we have to stop taking the piss out of her. No. Words can't describe how dirty I feel. I let a con man put his hands on me, kiss me with his lips, and fill my head with lies. I'm heartbroken.
You'd probably also let him fill your head with his cock.
Probably. And yeah,
other parts of you.
Lips. I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a kick from thinking a Premiership footballer was interested in me. I've been called a liar for months, and I've had my head held high, thinking the whole country was wrong when really it was me. I'm 8.5 months pregnant, hated by the high, thinking the whole country... Oh, sorry, hold on, because that goes over.
Yeah.
I'm 8.5 months pregnant, hated by the country. I now have no friends, and have found I have no friends, and now find out I've been tricked into sex since May last year for the first time in my life. I feel completely heartbroken.
How can someone trick you into sex? Pull my finger. Hey! Got ya.
I don't understand how you can be tricked into sex, because surely you're having sex with that person because you find them attractive, not just because they're a footballer.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I'm not a slag, so I don't understand that. But like, you're not being tricked into sex, you're being tricked into a relationship.
Yeah. No, he just lied to you. You're not being tricked into anything.
Yeah, because you actually
relationship willingly, despite who he is.
Yeah, you must surely feel that way about that person.
Yeah, you obviously wanted to have sex with him.
Probably because he was a footballer, but still.
Are you really being tricked into having sex with someone?
I just don't get it. I'm so lucky to have such amazing and support, and now she doesn't have any friends either, apparently. That's another thing.
Yeah,
I've picked up
amazing and supportive family. Full stop.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you all when you said a footballer wouldn't go near me.
She really hasn't got any friends.
I'm sorry, Rob, for not listening to you, which I assume is our manager.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to everyone who has pointed out I couldn't bag a footballer.
Again, let's reiterate that point.
Yeah. 4 a.m. and I'm sat in bed looking at all the messages and thinking, you stupid girl, you was tricked into sex. Sad smiley.
Sad emoticon. Oh my god.
So...
I love the fact that like he tricked her into it.
Yeah.
Hang on, where was I going with that? Sorry. Yeah, so like she hasn't got any friends, so she's sending these tweets out to her family.
Yeah, or just the
why does she need to?
Public,
if she's saying sorry to these people, why is she tweeting it?
Because she's an attention.
Why is she apologising to people that she can phone up via Twitter?
Because she's an attention-seeking whore. Because it will get printed in the Metro, and we'll talk about it on this podcast.
Yeah, true. Now let's ask the question, can something like that really kickstart Labour?
Well, apparently it was the shock of it all and the heartbreak.
Stress can, I suppose.
And maybe she's finally coming... It sounds like she's finally coming to the realisation that she's fucking stupid.
These tweets go out before she went into Labour.
I can only assume so, but I'd imagine
if she's had a baby, like one of the happiest moments in a person's life, and she decides not to tweet that, but tweets out about how she's been lied to.
Oh, but you can imagine it, can't you?
Yeah, totally.
There's a picture below. The shock and stress of the revelations has apparently brought on an early Labour.
I was going to say, she's not thinking that's him, is she?
Well, this is what I'm saying. There's a guy there, Rob Cooper. Now, is that her manager then?
That must be.
Or is this a brother?
I don't know. I was going to say that can't be the guy that tricked her into thinking she was the other guy, because firstly, totally the wrong race.
He's not black.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. Look at this Google image search. He's black. Your boyfriend's white.
Shut up. He's really Curtis.
Oh. What a whore.
Curtis Davies, though.
The verified Curtis
also
Davies.
The proper one, Curtis Davies number 6.
The Curtis Davies on Twitter.
The Curtis Davies with the blue tick.
Davies, sorry.
Davies, sorry. I'm not going to give a non-story legs by commenting. I will say I'm disappointed by the way the press went about it. My life goes on as normal.
He doesn't even comment on the fact that Josie Cunningham's been fucking duped. So I'm not gonna like tweet about it.
I just want to know what the guy looks like, because there's no pictures of this guy.
Well, because if he's kind of saying he didn't want his reputation ruined, he wouldn't be seen with her in public, obviously. So there's going to be no pictures of her with him.
This is true.
So nobody knows who he is.
No.
Unless she puts out pictures of him.
Which she might do in some sort of weird revenge attack.
The Katie Price and Peter Andre thing. Didn't Katie Price put out a picture of the girl Peter Andre was seeing? Or was it vice versa?
I'm
sure we spoke about it
very,
very
did
early on.
Briefly, yeah. Or maybe not so briefly.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But this is exactly what I was saying about footballers have got to be really fucking wary about these people, because this is the lengths that people will go to sell a story. I mean, it just so happens that this is Josie Cunningham and she's the one who's been fucked over, which I quite like.
Because the thing is that Curtis Davies, his reputation could have been destroyed.
Yeah, entirely.
By the story.
Yeah, because she'd go on saying that, this is Curtis Davies' son, daughter, whatever, child.
Yeah.
And then she'd have sold a story, and then he would have had to have come in and countered it. But of course, because most footballers, as we know, are horny as fuck and don't give a shit.
Yeah. People would believe it.
Yeah, exactly. And then if he's in a relationship, which I don't know whether he is or not, then that would, that would affect that relationship as well.
Yeah, it's very.
This is what girls do. Not all girls, but
sorry,
you see, you see all these tabloid stories of like, one night stand with so and so footballer or TV presenter or whatever. They're doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
because they know that they can make a couple of grand selling the story to like Zoo or Nuts or the Metro.
Yeah, it's very dodgy. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
So that was our Josie Cunningham.
It's quite funny that it's backfired on one of these horrible girls, but it's even funnier that it's Josie Cunningham.
No one liked her.
No.
To start with.
No, and now less people like her.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll go away.
See, now our original scapegoat that you wanted to have.
Yes.
That's Josie Cunningham, who's turned into our scapegoat.
Yeah, we've had Cunty Hopkins.
We've had Cunty Hopkins.
Who occasionally...
Fabulous horse-faced lady.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But our original one was Tulisa Contostavlos. No, this is only a quick one. Like the backstory with her was the sex tape, wasn't it? She had a sex tape. She got done for being a middleman, drugs mule type lady.
Yes.
And basically her career was destroyed.
Yeah.
And
she was found innocent.
She was found innocent. That's a very important point to make.
I would like to.
But still, we were hoping she'd turn into this person who just bad stuff would keep happening to, and we'd see her downfall. Yeah. It's mean.
It is mean. And we found these other two instead, luckily.
But Tulisa is trying to claw her way back up now. X Factor's back on. She used to be a judge on X Factor. She got dropped when all this drug stuff and the sex tape thing happened. But she's back on the X Factor now. She's part of the judges' houses as Louis' advisor.
Okay.
Now I haven't seen her for a long time. This is very pointless. I haven't seen her for a long time. She used to be quite an attractive girl. Now she's really not. Have you seen the plastic surgery she's had done? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know whether that's just a bad picture.
It is, but
she's
also
pulling some sort of
with
face,
her original face, it wouldn't look like that.
No, the nose is a completely different shape.
Yeah, she's had her nose done. She's had Botox in her lips. She's had Botox in her forehead. Although her forehead's always been fairly
flat.
Yeah, but yeah, she looks terrifying now. I mean, just look her up. I mean, there's a normal picture of her. She looks like that guy who had plastic surgery to be a Ken doll. Yeah,
a little bit. Everyone who has that whole Botox thing and overdoes it slightly always looks like a car crash.
She was a very attractive girl to start with.
Yeah,
very
it's
pretty.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, not now. Really not now. But yeah, so that's Tulisa. She is destroying herself.
Maybe it's the verge of
She's getting
collapse.
back into the public eye, you can hold that hope.
Doing more zany things.
Why are we always on women though? I mean, we've done Justin Bieber before.
Yeah, but the thing is, Justin
Bieber
Bieber is like a scapegoat for other podcasts.
Yeah, good point.
Like Hollywood Babylon claimed Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus and
Hilary Duff.
Was it Hilary Duff? Yes.
Who's the one? No, Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes.
Sorry, yeah.
So
they had to leave her
we
alone
didn't
because
want
she's...
we wanted to find our own British ones. That's the thing, and
Good
there
point.
aren't any mental British men, as far as I can tell.
No, not really.
But
None that go off the rails.
I tell you what, in the name of fairness,
Yes.
I will try to look up.
We will find them.
We'll try and look up some himbos to go after,
Himbos?
shall we? Yeah,
I like that.
it's like the male version of bimbo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've just made that up.
Oh, I've never heard it before.
Okay.
I like it.
Good.
Hey.
We'll try and find some himbos to shame instead.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause we're not. The thing is, it's like I'm not going to go there.
saying this, I said, why is it always women? We should find a man. You're like, we will find a man. Like, as we were talking, I actually looked something up that I've heard about that is exactly what we were talking about, and it is a male.
Right.
Fucking idiot. I don't know where it comes from.
Who?
Sam Pepper.
Who's that?
He's a YouTuber. You
Is
may
he?
have heard about this. It's been the last few weeks. Sam Pepper. Everyone's spoken about him. I didn't want to because
I've not heard a thing about
it's
him.
using keywords
Yeah.
we don't like to do.
No,
we're
especially not dwarf porn.
Yeah, off the fappening. But hey, we do it. Do. So Sam Pepper, he is a YouTuber. He does social experiments a lot of the time, where he will do stuff to one. He'll do the thing where he'll dress up. He one that my friend told me about. He turned up at like when people are standing waiting for buses or taxis.
Right. Yeah.
Like there's attractive girls. Now he does this to only girls really,
Right.
which makes him a bit of a chauvinistic bastard.
Okay.
So he pulled up in a clapped out old Beatamobile.
Mm-hmm.
Turned up, pulled up next to this girl, and do you want a lift in here? And she's like, nah, fuck off, sort of thing. Oh, fine. So he drove off, and then like a couple of minutes later, he'll have his friend pull up in like a Ferrari or a Porsche or a nice car.
Okay.
So, do you want a lift anywhere? And the girl go, yeah, thanks. Like, because it's a nice car, and he'll go, hang on a minute, didn't you just say no to my mate? Fuck off, you whore. And it's just like, it's kind of like, it does show people for what they are.
Yeah.
One I've seen is he goes up to a girl, really attractive girl in America. And he's like, I know this is a bit forward, but can I have your number? Because I think you're really pretty and attractive. I'd like to go for a drink. Can I have your number? And she says, no, I don't really give my number to men.
Right.
So we go, oh, can I have your Instagram? I'll follow you on Instagram. We can get to know each other. So she says, oh, yeah. So like, she's like, oh, what's your Instagram? He says, oh, Sam Pepper. And she's like, oh, you got like 3 million followers. What do you do? And he's oh, nothing. I just post pictures and stuff like that. All right, cheers, thanks. As he's got her Instagram, and as he's walking off, she goes, oh, hang on, do you know what? You can take my number if you want. He's like, sorry, I don't do Insta whores. And it's like,
All right.
it's
Okay.
funny. It does show.
Yeah.
It shows what you're saying about women like Josie Cunningham and people like that
Women
who will
like
go.
that, not just women in general.
Yeah, women like that.
Yeah.
So like he'll show people for that. But he got into trouble recently,
Right.
because he did one where he's going around with a coat on. And he's got his hands in his pocket. You've heard this, haven't you?
No, I don't think
He's got
I
his
have.
hands in his pockets, or he's got a hand in a pocket and a sleeve tucked into a pocket, and his
Right.
other hand's free. And he'll go, oh, can you show me the closest Starbucks? And he'll go, like, as she's going like that, he'll get up close to listen to her, put his hand out at the bottom of his jacket, pinch her ass.
Right.
So he did that to quite a few people, and it's like, oh.
That's getting into kind
Sexual
of sketchy
harassment.
territory, yeah.
Yeah, sexual harassment, and like YouTube vloggers
Yeah.
blew up
Really.
over it, and he's got into trouble. And then like a week later he went, oh no, but I've done it with men as well, like women doing it to men, look, here's the video. And people are like, yeah, you could have just gone out and filmed that this week.
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
posted a video explaining, no, it's another social experiment, show. So, I don't believe you, Sam.
Oh,
really
dear.
don't believe you.
So he's done that whole thing of like, oh no, but I did do it this way.
Yeah.
Honest, look, here's the video.
Yeah, it was a social experiment. It's kind of like, yeah, but that, even if it was, it's kind of a step too far. He's like, everyone in it was willing, they knew, and it's like,
Well, only after the fact though.
He's saying they knew before, and it's kind of like, well, no, those reactions don't show it. But I think he had his YouTube account put on hold, like
Okay.
blocked.
Oh wow.
Like,
So it's really.
yeah, because he's apparently gone for sexual harassment suit.
Well,
now.
to be fair, like, if he's then claiming that they knew about it beforehand, doesn't that then illegitimize everything he's ever done into saying that everything could well be actors?
Yes, yeah, it does. But if they're skits, it's one of those things. It's dodgy.
No, that's
but
it. And to be fair, most reality TV is scripted in some way, shape, or form. And if he's conforming to those kinds of
it's scripted reality, isn't it? It's what a lot of people do. Like, So are his videos genuine? Do people really react like that? Or, you know, and it's not a social experiment really if you're just doing it to women, like the ones with the Instagram thing. It's not really a social experiment because that doesn't dictate how society is as a whole. It's just a specific...
You're targeting people who look like they probably conform to that stereotype.
Now, I've seen one, like a French group did it, where they had a guy dressed up as a homeless man, like collapsed in the middle of a street.
Oh,
like
I've
he's
seen
laying
those.
face down and everyone ignored him for like hours or an hour or something. And then they done it with a businessman, and within 5 minutes people were helping him up and getting him a hot drink and stuff. That is a social experiment because that shows how society is as a whole, because you get waves of people.
You're also not targeting a specific person.
Yeah, it's different walks of life who are just ignoring this guy. Now, this Sam Pepper's sexual harassment claims aren't to do with this experiment.
Right.
These are other 6 women have told us they've been touched inappropriately or had indecent conversations with the YouTube star. Now, these are like other YouTubers and fans. Like, he's a bit of a perv. You know?
Yeah. But given the nature of some of his pranks, I've never heard of him before. I've never watched any of his stuff.
It doesn't surprise you.
It doesn't really surprise me, no. Even Dr. Fox, have you seen that this week?
No.
Dr. Fox is under arrest at the moment for indecent assault in the YouTube scandal.
Fox?
I bet Pat Sharp is shitting himself. And Bodger.
Bodger. That I could... I don't know. So there's Dottie Martin, who is I think she's a YouTuber. She's quite a very famous YouTuber, I believe, an 18-year-old who has waived her right to anonymity. Right. So they said you can be anonymous, and she's like, fuck no.
Nope.
This will help my views. It will. I mean,
of course, yeah.
Honestly, because then she can make a video about it, because she's a vlogger, and then people will go and watch it, and she will get thousands of pounds from that one video. I'm not going to say
jealous.
Not even not jealous. I'm not going to say that's bad taste. You shouldn't do that. You know, she was touched inappropriately by him. Fucking make the most of it.
It's the same as selling your story, but you know.
But this is something
not
happened to her.
Yeah,
this isn't.
Yeah, this is not her trying to get attention for herself just by being sexually harassed. She was.
So she said he tried to touch me around my chest area. Fucking just say it. Oh no, this is Newsbeat. To be fair, it's it's children's news. Fair enough. And I moved his hand away because I wasn't comfortable with that. She said they did kiss and were holding hands, but the 25-year-old went too far. So he kind of was like, "Yeah, I'm in here." He had his other hand on my leg and started moving it further up my leg, which I really wasn't comfortable with. He was holding my hand and he put it on his crotch area and moved it closer, but I pulled it away. Unfortunately, I felt like that was something to be expected. I felt I was doing something I wasn't meant to be doing, which was refusing. She's young, that's the thing. Yeah. She's a young, innocent person.
How old is he?
He is... I don't think it says here. I think he's not... I think he's like early 20s at the most. He's fairly young. So, Sam Pepper forced fans to give him oral sex before a show. Like, these are other accusations. So this
is it. As soon as the floodgates open, that's it. It's hunting season.
It's one of those things. He's taken advantage of the fact he's YouTube famous, and he is mega famous on YouTube. Apparently, I've only heard of him because of this. It's one of those weird things. I only ever really watched American YouTube channels, but there's this whole British culture that American teens love watching the British ones.
Yeah, it's true.
Because of the accent, because they're cool. Like Charlie McDonald being the most famous one. I've shown you him before. He's the one who's got the Stephen Fry end slate. Yeah. But he's clever. There's
also some who've gone on to like Dan and Phil. Amazing Dan and Phil is not on fire. Amazing Phil.
Is it Amazing? It's Sexy Phil, isn't it? Yeah, Sexy Phil and Dan is not on fire. Yeah.
They've become Radio 1 DJs.
And they're very good.
Yeah.
There are very legitimately good ones, but this isn't the first sort of YouTube sexual harassment claim. There's been another. I think there was another British one, and he was caught. He was being done for having underage sex, like sex with an underage fan. He didn't realise at the time. Yeah. He was in a relationship at the time. Right. As well. So.
This is my thing. Famous people should probably stop having sex.
Viners as well. People on Vine, like Viners.
Really? Is that a
people
thing?
are like Vine famous. People get thousands for product placement in 6-second videos.
Wow.
Like really famous viners. Yeah, and there's been like claims there as well. It's like that celebrity go into your head.
Yeah.
And it's not a new thing. I mean, like even rock bands.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
famous rock bands.
For years.
Like, God, but no internet.
Yeah, exactly. This is it. It's the proliferation of the internet that has made these cases more and more. And so they should come to the surface, I think, personally.
Yeah.
'Cause
People
this
taking
kind
advantage of people.
Of their status and the fact that, you know, younger people are a little bit more kind of easily persuaded.
Like that 18-year-old girl who thought she
precisely.
was doing something wrong by saying no to him.
She's obviously a little bit...
He's obviously confident in his like, no, this is fine, this is fine, this is what you're supposed to do. And she's like, no, I don't want to.
it's just a bit creepy, isn't it?
Chloe getting older.
Yeah, don't let her on the internet.
Oh, we've stopped her. Not because of that, just because of the internet.
Yeah, just the internet in general.
I mean, should we make this more about sex? Because you've got that and I've got...
well, let's... I've got a name for the episode in my head anyway.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Earlier on this week, I thought I would add another name to my list of stupid, dumb women.
Yeah?
And the name was going to be Jasmine Tridevil. Now, this has been mentioned on other shows before.
Yeah.
But sod it. She claimed, when was it? It was a while back now, 22nd of September. So it was before the pre-recorded one that we did last week.
Yeah, so if we hadn't recorded for last week,
I would definitely
we would have spoken about it last week.
But luckily we didn't, and we'll get onto that in a second.
Yes.
But she claimed to have plastic surgery to create a third breast, and just to put off men.
But men everywhere went hard instantly when they heard about it.
It was like,
to be honest.
Total Recall, yes. 3 boob prostitutes. And then is after having a reality TV show, funnily enough. So, yes, let's get into it, shall we? She claims to have had a third breast surgically added to her chest. The 21-year-old, who calls herself Jasmine Tridevil, wants to be a reality star. She posts videos of her daily life in Tampa, Florida on Facebook to show the struggles she faces because of her surgery.
She wants to be famous. She's doing it to Facebook where only your friends can see the videos.
Yeah.
There's a first mistake.
Yeah.
Do it on YouTube.
Yeah. Get the world involved. Tridevil has also claimed that she had the surgery because she didn't want to appear as attractive to men.
She's mental.
I mean, we had a oh God, where's it gone? We had a quote actually from Hannah at Princess Hanny X on Twitter saying that controversial comment, but maybe, just maybe, her face was enough.
Yeah, to put off the men.
Yeah. And I agree.
Yes, she's not. I think it's the separation of the eyes.
Yeah, she's slightly boss-eyed, isn't she? So she looks like she's
one eye looking
got
at you,
a mirror.
one eye looking for you.
She looks like she's got a mirror down the middle of her face, slightly off.
Yeah, she's got a mirror down the middle of her face and she's looking to one side.
Yeah.
So the other one is...
I actually wondered whether it was Photoshop manipulation like that.
Good point. Very good point.
When it first came to light, because the picture is like... There must be a way you can do that.
Yeah.
But she said in one of the videos, I got the surgery because I wanted to turn off guys. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't want to date ever again. I still like to feel pretty.
What?
Well, that's the opposite of looking unattractive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then there's these pictures that have gone around online of her in like a weird purple top with a leather bikini on that has 3 cups.
Yeah. It looks...
I mean, there's further down, there's actually just the bikini on its own, and it looks fairly legit.
It does. It really does.
To hijack a phrase.
Yeah.
If I got a third breast implant, most guys would think that's weird and gross, but I can still feel pretty. I'm starting a reality show called Jasmine's Jugs, and my ultimate goal is to get it onto MTV. That's my dream.
She's doing it herself.
Yeah.
Right.
Tridevil reportedly told Real Radio 104.1 that she spent $20,000, £12,000 on the procedure a few months ago after struggling to find a doctor who would perform the operation. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How many doctors? I mean, it's like tattooists, isn't it? They can refuse to tattoo your face or hands if they think that you...
Yeah, and registry offices can refuse to let you call your baby a certain name.
Yeah, with like...
They don't do it enough.
No, they don't. Special characters and stuff,
Yeah.
they tend to overrule. I called 50 doctors, she explains. It was really hard finding someone that would do it too because they're breaking the code of ethics.
Yeah.
She claims her third breast was made using an implant and skin tissue cut from her abdomen. The surgeon was not able to make the artificial areola, so Tridevil had one tattooed on to look natural. I mean...
Yeah.
I
mean, yeah.
She told the radio station that her parents did not react well. My mum ran out the door. She won't talk to me. She won't let my sister talk to me. My dad, he...
Maybe they spoke to Kanye West.
Yeah, I think so. Kanye West told them not to speak to you. It's not your fault. It's Kanye West.
Yeah.
My dad really isn't happy. He's kind of ashamed of me, but he accepted it.
Because dads loves their daughters
Of course,
unconditionally.
yes. Even if they go and get a third breast put on their chest. Tridevil has written on her Facebook page that she has a number of TV and radio interviews coming up, but a few days ago has added, I'm nervous as hell. I'm prepared for people to judge harshly and tell me to kill myself, lol.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Totes emotion, dead hilaire.
Dead Hilaire, is that a new one? I've not
I
heard
don't
that.
know.
Or did you just make that up? Oh, God.
I heard it somewhere. Although saying that, on this picture here,
Yes.
with the frock,
Shimmery, yeah.
it looks like the middle nipple, the middle breast does have a nipple. So that's not a tattoo, because tattoos don't raise that much. So her story conflicts.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So far, social media users have been unable to decide what they think about Tridevil. One user wrote, "You are a hero in my books."
That was a
I'm guessing
man.
it was a bloke. While another commented, "You're stupid for doing this. There are other ways to become famous."
That would be a woman.
It's true, and it was probably a girl.
Because
yeah.
women are more level-headed, generally.
Yeah. So I was going to go on a massive rant about this and how
What were your initial thoughts?
I couldn't believe it.
I had that thing where I was like, really? And then I looked at the picture and was like, no, that does look bloody real.
Well, this is it. Yeah, looking at the pictures, I thought, ooh,
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, possibly, perhaps.
If it is fake, I don't understand how the hell she did it.
No.
How she made it look so natural.
No, I'm not sure either. But, however, we were tweeted by another podcast
Yes.
called Chip Tie and Transit. You might have heard of them.
In fact, I think we've got the two presenters here.
Yeah, so welcome along to the show, Tom and Ant from the Ship Tie and Transit podcast.
Thank you very much. Thanks
Hi.
for having us.
Yeah, we're happy to be on the show. So what is it that you would what was your take on it? What research did you do in? Because obviously your podcast it's about debunking things, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Debunking internet legends and myths.
Yeah. This one was debunked fairly quickly, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you just needed to go to Snopes.
Yeah, just a quick search on Google. First result, Snopes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't do a lot of research into it. Just reading.
At the time, there wasn't a lot that they had on there either, but I think more has been added since. But it just turns out that Snopes actually did better research than the Telegraph in this case.
Yeah. A lot of the media outlets were very quick to pick it up as fact, unfortunately. And I agree with Ant that I did question it at first, but it did look very, very convincing.
Yes, I thought it was convincing as well, but as it turns out, there were no third-party images of Tridevil anywhere. Actually, the name itself, Tridevil, is a bit of a giveaway in the first place.
Well,
really.
yeah, that was one of the giveaways, and the fact, she kind of had the gothic look about her as well. Either the fact she used a stage name, it is clearly a stage name, Tridevil. Yeah. Tri, obviously meaning three, and Devil going with the goth image.
Exactly.
So.
As well, what we've got on from Snopes itself is that surgeons are ethically bound to decline performing cosmetic surgery on patients without certain mental health clearances. Just making sure that people are in the right frame of mind to go through with something so utterly stupid.
Okay, yeah, I see that. It does kind of make sense, although there are a lot of people that get cosmetic surgery, so it does kind of pull that into question.
I mean, she said something rather bizarre. She claimed that she set out to make herself look less attractive by opting to get the third breast implant. Yet, as I said, there were only photos up on her own Facebook page. There weren't any from her friends or anything like that.
You've got to imagine if she did go to these radio interviews and things like that, they would take pictures with her.
Well, yeah, but it also said that she was having interviews with
exactly
with
that's
people
the
as well.
point. Unless they were phone interviews, obviously.
Well, what actually they were saying that she did go on a local TV interview and she flashed a brief glimpse of the supposed third breast, and maintained that those who wanted to see more would have to wait for her putative self-produced reality TV show until that aired. She said she agreed to the interview on the condition we only discuss her self-produced show. She hopes will be picked up by a cable network, and when we asked to see her third breast, she obliged, but only with a quick flash. When we asked her why we couldn't have a longer look, Tridevil responded, "I'm not ready to do that right now because it's in episode 6 of my show." The TV guy then asked Tridevil for a look at the third breast, and when she only flashed it, just for a moment, the reporter asked, "Can you hold it up a little longer so we can get a better shot of it?" And she refused. Which,
that's kind of one of your first indications to start questioning her.
No, exactly. It sounds ridiculous. I mean, why would... how can you get away with it if it is a prosthetic, in fact? And actually, later on, I think in this article, it says something about an airport, something to do with an airport.
Oh, the itinerary.
Yeah. So what we've got is she left a suitcase behind at an airport and had to write out a description of what was in the bag that was lost. And there we had one black nylon roller bag with miscellaneous female clothing, 3 pairs of stiletto heels, miscellaneous paperwork with owner's name, hairbrush, and 3 breast prostheses.
There.
And therein lies the debunking.
That's it, yeah.
Of Tridevil's Tri-Boobs.
That was her bag, and obviously they did give her real name as well.
Oh, really? Did they?
I think it's somewhere on that page. I was reading it correctly. Hessler.
That's it. Yeah, Hessler. Jasmine Hessler. So there we go. Debunked by the guys at Ship Time Transit.
Yeah. So thanks for coming along, guys. Yeah. We know you have to travel to get here, but
yeah, quite a long way actually. But we're very welcome. We're very honoured to be on your show.
Yeah, and so thanks very much. And we hope this helps people go and download our episode.
Where can people find Ship Time Transit?
You can find them on your own podcast page, abhpod.com, or if you want to be, kind to us, you can go to shiptimetransit.com. They're one and the same websites really, but shiptimetransit.com takes you straight to our page where you can find our episodes and our Stitcher links and our iTunes links.
Yeah, there's only 4 so far, but we're adding another one at the moment.
Yes, we've got another one that's editing.
Stage.
It's almost done.
And if anyone wants to come on a show with us, then by all means get in touch.
Yeah, contact Tom and Ant and let them know you want to join in. Yeah, that's right. Contact us.
Yeah.
Straight, and we'll pass your information on.
We can field them all through abhpod@gmail.com.
Yes, and we'll pass your information on to Ant and Tom. So thanks for joining us, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you go. That was an unexpected guest.
It was a little bit odd, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, so there's a sneak peek of your Ship Time Transit if you want, you can find more of those at shiptimetransit.com, like the guy said.
Indeed. So there we go. Unequivocal evidence of people just trying to be famous.
Yes.
For
flaunting themselves. Theme.
Yeah, I know. That was weird, wasn't it?
That was so unplanned.
Very strange indeed.
I don't know why we can't do our planned shows like that.
No, I know.
Messed up.
It all came together, didn't it?
Yeah.
And might produce some sort of bastard offspring. Who knows? But yeah, so it just goes to show famous people, just watch out for manipulative girls.
Yeah,
but
be
also
careful.
it's like it's one and the same, isn't it? It's like there are certain celebrities who get taken advantage of by fame-hungry whores, and there are whorish celebrities who are taking advantage of their position over vulnerable fans, and it's all horrible. So it also ties in with the point of the podcast itself, which is anywhere but here.
Yes.
Why would you want to be anywhere else but here?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it on a slightly more upbeat note, though. I'm going to have one last thing, because there was just one more piece of amazing journalism from gadling.com. Now, I have no idea about this website at all, but the website, the headline itself was "Pig in Australia steals 18 beers from campers, gets drunk, fights cow."
It's awesome.
And I couldn't help but read it. I have no idea whether it's real. No, because there are
Maybe we should have kept the guys around.
Maybe that'll be something for Tom and Ann over at Ship Tie and Transit to have a look into. But the main article says, "Forget crocodiles and snakes. The real animal in threat in Australia is wild pigs, at least if you're camping." At a campground in Western Australia over the weekend, a feral pig guzzled down 18 beers that had been left out improperly secured. And just like anyone 18 beers in at a rural dive bar, the pig got big-headed and decided to start a fight with a cow, resulting in the cow chasing the pig around a car. In the middle of the night, there's a quote here, but there's no one actually attributed.
Said a visitor.
Right. Do you reckon they're Australian? In the middle of the night, these people came camping opposite us, heard a noise, so they got their torch out and shone it on the pig, and there he was, scrunching away at their cans. The pig was later reported sleeping his hangover off under a tree. While feral pigs are considered an invasive pest in many parts of the country, it's also a reminder to keep food and drink secured when camping. Just imagine if it had been a drunk kangaroo.
Fuck that.
I wish I'd seen it. I wish there was a video.
I would give you a quote, but my jaw's just been kicked off. Oh my god!
I want to make
amazing.
some sort of "that's not a knife" thing, but I couldn't come up with anything witty enough. What else do you need but drunk pigs fighting cows?
I don't know. That pig can can handle his drink better than me. I would be on the floor after 18 beers.
I think I could try going toe to toe with the pig. I'd probably lose.
That is amazing.
So
I saw the headline. I didn't read the article.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's so
You don't
good.
need much else from that article. The headline alone is worth the price of admission.
18 beers from camper, gets drunk, fights cow.
So again, be wary of spiders and pigs.
Drunk pigs.
Don't leave your beer hanging around. If that's one thing we've taken away from this podcast today, it's don't sleep around, don't let spiders in your house, and don't feed pigs beer. Again, just stay indoors. It's dangerous out there, guys.
Yeah, that's been a theme for the last year and a half now, isn't it? Don't go out.
Yeah.
Unless there's spiders in your house, then go out.
Yeah, then run away.
To get conkers to put on your windowsill. And then stay in.
So for Anywhere But Here this week, I've been Tom.
I've been Ant.
Bye.
Bye.